Good afternoon. My name is Camellia Brown, and I'm the nutrition educator for Southern University Ag Center. And today I'm going to be doing our Facebook Series 3, Lesson 17. So today I'm going to be talking to you about maintaining nutritional energy during the cold. So, maintaining nutrition energy during the cold, along with the cold temperatures and shorter days, winter often means a lack of energy and motivation for most people. Sugary treats and comfort foods always seem to be around, and the cold weather can make the gym feel like the last place you want to go. Whether you find yourself with a little less energy, a case of the winter blues, or something more serious, a nutritious diet can help you this season. So, I want to start off by telling you some things that we can incorporate into our daily diet. So, with our nutrition, we always say how important it is to make sure that you're eating right and how it's important to make sure that your plate looks like a rainbow and you're getting something from all of our food groups. Well, one of the things that help during the cold winter is focusing on healthy carbs. So, did you know that you can have a sad feeling as what they call as winter blues? It can bring on the winter blues can bring on food craving. It can bring on it can drop our serotonin levels. So if we eat healthy carbs like nuts, whole grains, beets, sweet potatoes, yams, and squash, that will tend to boost our serotonin, which should make us feel better. So something else we know in the in the wintertime, just like with our skin, we have to stay moisturized, where your body is no different. We need to make sure that we're adding supplements to our body, like vitamin C to help boost our immune system and to fight the cold and the flu. Vitamin D that helps facilitate a normal immune system and helps with bones and teeth, as well as improve resistance against certain diseases. And zinc that can also help ward off infections. The good thing about that is with the supplements, not only do our vitamin C and D and zinc help with colds and flu, guess what? Those are some key supplements that we need to help fight off COVID-19. So also you want to keep your diet full of fruits and vegetables. So we always talk about how we want that plate to look like a rainbow, how we want to make sure that we have different colors of our fruits and vegetables. So with that, we want to make sure that we keep our diet with our favorite fruits and vegetables this winter. We want to consider embracing in-season fruits and vegetables. And the reason being is, for one, in-season fruits and vegetables are less cheaper. So with us buying in season, we're getting the best of both worlds. We're going to feel fuller. It's going to help us get out that winter blues. We're going to get us some squash, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, turnips, oranges, tangerines, and also pomegranates. Okay. And something else you could do with your vegetables is we can make a vegetable soup. So you can take all your winter vegetables and look for your easy crock pot recipe that helps you maintain it. So we hear this over and over and over again, and it's no different when it gets cold, even more so. So we think because it's not as hot outside and that it's cold, that our body does not need as much water. But that's not true. During the winter month, especially, it's important to stay hydrated. Okay. So what we want to do is make sure that we add water into our diet to avoid being dehydrated. When it's cold, your caffeine fix may seem even more attractive because it helps you keep you warm. But instead, you want to instead of choosing high calorie seasonal drinks, why don't you consider drinking a tea, a chamomile tea, a mint tea? Guess what? Those are all mint tea. You can do any kind of leaves that you find. And guess what? We can help you plant that. So if you need a herb garden to get those little teas starting, to be able to make your own tea, get with me. That's one of the benefits of Southern University Accent and Nutrition Program. We also want to practice moderation. So moderation with anything is all about eating to stay fit. We want to make sure that we're not eating. And we've talked about this before, that the biggest thing, especially during the holiday and with the winter, is that we want to overeat. So Even though we want those sugars and desserts, we're not going to say don't eat the sugar and desserts. What we're going to say is we want to eat them in moderations. But what we want to do is we want to look for some low calorie options to help us get the healthy. So we want to use low fat whipped cream, sugar free chocolate. We can use sour cream when we're baking. We can also use applesauce. So if you need some of those recipes, again, at the end, my name and the email will be there, and I can also send those to you. Okay. So then we want to eat on the regular schedule. So sticking to a schedule of 3 meals a day or even 6 smaller meals can help you feel full and resist the temptation of overeating. So again, that's that moderation. If you're following a schedule of nutritious meals, additionally, like cookies, cake, and buttery side dishes may seem less appealing. So one thing that I find is with eating on a regular schedule, if I'm going to do me 3 meals or even 6 smaller meals, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to meal prep and have my snacks because for me as an individual, I found that my weakness is not having something readily available. So it's so easy for me to grab something that's prepackaged or not healthy because that's what's right there. So if I know that I'm going to get on a schedule and I'm going to eat, then I know I will be at work this many hours. So I might need to eat my breakfast, my lunch, and bring me 2 small snacks with me so that I can eat in between breakfast and after lunch. So that way I'm prepared for it. I'm eating healthy and I'm also eating in moderation. So, did you know vitamin C is found naturally in fruits and vegetables? Did you know that D is called the sunshine vitamin? And that's because it's produced from the sunlight. So remember, when the colder months come, it's not as much sun. So that's where we want to get in that vitamin D and make sure that we're taking in enough of it, okay? Did you know that frozen fruits and vegetables are generally less processed and often include less amounts of sugar? So we've talked about this. Of course, we want the best one to be is we want to eat it fresh as always. Fresh, fresh, fresh. If we cannot buy it fresh or in season, the next we want to use for frozen or canned. But again, my frozen is going to be better than my can. A lot of times with your cans, you find fruits and vegetables that's in other stuff. Like sometime with your fruits, it'll say like high syrup, um, it's sugary juices, or with our vegetables, you want to look in for the ones that say like low sodium or no sodium added. And with those canned ones, we want to make sure that it says 100% fruit juice or no syrup or sugar added, okay? But whenever possible, get them fresh. And then the next one is frozen, okay? Then we want to try adding our tea to your diet. Did you know that adding tea to your diet can not only help keep you warm, but it also has been linked to preventing some illness, building your immunity, and stimulating your metabolism? And when you get older, the older we get, the more we need help with controlling our metabolism to give us that little push to burn more than we would normally burn, okay? So that's something that we want to try at home, even if it's something as drinking a light tea at nighttime or first thing when we get up in the morning, okay? Then we want to know about our regular meal schedule. So did you know that with a regular meal schedule, you can also stimulate your metabolism and keep your energy levels high during the winter, despite the gloom outside? And we talked about those winter blues. So the reason why is that our body, we're eating on a regular level. And again, we talked about with those regular meals, it's all about moderation and setting a time and being consistent in it. Well, what that does for us, it allows us to not overeat or feel that our body get extremely hungry, where when we do eat, that we're overeating. Because what we're going to do is we're going to eat a portion size, a moderate breakfast, then we're going to have a nice little snack, then we're going to have our lunch, and then we're going to have another little snack. Then once we get home, we can have our meal, and again, another little snack, okay? To end it with, what we want to try to remember too at nighttime, we want to try to remember that we want to get away from those cookies and cakes. Let's try some berries. A lot of people do not know, but berries are very good for our digestive system and also our metabolism. So let's try some raspberries, some blueberries, and strawberry. And then we're going to take us some whipped cream, there's some low fat one, and put it on it. And it's going to taste just as good as that lemon meringue pie. Okay. So if you need those recipes, I'm going to tell you how you can do that. Okay. But first, let me share with you these lesson reviews. We want to focus on healthy carbs. Okay. Then we want to make sure that we add supplements. Remember, those supplements also aid in fighting the flu, cold, and also COVID-19. We want to keep our diet full of fruits and vegetables. We want to make sure that every day our plate looks like a rainbow. And an easy way to remember how many fruits and vegetables we need a day is give me 5. And that's 3 vegetables and 2 fruits a day. So we want to make sure that we're incorporating that into our plate. Then we want to drink water and add tea. So we want to make sure that we're drinking plenty water to stay hydrated. Because although it might not seem, a lot of times we can find that in the wintertime that our skin tends to get a little, itchy and dry and stuff. And that's because we need to moisturize and make sure that our inside is staying hydrated very well by drinking more water, okay? We want to practice moderations. Again, moderations helps us to eat healthy and not to overeat. And then eating on the regular schedule. This allows us to be ready, prepared, and let's go with it, okay? It's going to stop us from eating the foods that we want to stay away from grabbing that junk food, from pulling up to that fast food restaurant, but making healthy changes. And remember, nutrition is all about making healthy changes that become a lifestyle change. So we want to do small things. We don't want to start off with nothing too big that we know not realistic. We want to do just these little small changes. And over a period of time, we want to see how those small changes becomes habit and how much more we feel better. Okay. So now that I have taught you and went over some tips on maintaining a nutritional energy during the cold, I have a challenge for you. I want to challenge you to incorporate a monthly schedule with the tips mentioned above. I want you to do it for 1 month. And then I would like you to go to our nutrition page and SU Ag Center Nutrition Snap Ed page and share your results. Tell me, did you see the benefits in it? Did you feel better? Did you have more energy? Did the winter blues go away? And then for the second part of the challenge, okay, I want you to take advantage of the service that Southern University Ag Center Snap Ed programs offers. I want to challenge you, your office, your business office, work office, schools, churches, families to take advantages of my free services to you. I want you to contact me if we need to set up a garden, if we need to set up an herb garden to get those tea going, if we need to help with some meal planning, if we need to go over meal prepping, if we need to just go simply over, what should I eat a day? How many servings of each food group should I eat a day? If you need answers to any of that, then I'm the person that you need to go to. And I am located in Avoyelles, Evangeline, in Rapides Parish. So if you need my help with anything, I challenge you to send me an email at Camellia_Brown at SU Ag Center or by phone at 318-542-6482. And I challenge you to blow my phone and email up. So again, my name is Camellia Brown, and I'm the nutrition educator for Southern University Ag Center in Avoyelles, Evangeline, and Rapides Parish.